Hey friends, welcome. Imagine a world where every task you take on feels effortless, where distractions are a thing of the past, and your mind is sharp, clear, and fully engaged in whatever you're doing. What would your days look like if you could instantly improve your focus? Today, I'm going to share with you a simple yet profound trick that can help you do just that. It's a strategy used by some of the most successful people in the world. It's backed by science, and it's something you can start using right away. So if you're ready to unlock your potential and take control of your productivity, listen closely. This one is for you. So we live in a world that's constantly demanding our attention, from social media notifications to urgent emails. It's easy to feel overwhelmed and distracted. And our brains are bombarded with information, and every time we switch tasks, we lose precious time and energy. Now, research from the American Psychological Association has shown that multitasking can actually reduce productivity by up to 40%. Now, this is because our brains aren't actually capable of handling multiple tasks simultaneously. Instead, we're rapidly switching from one task to another, which drains our mental resources. Now, what if I told you that improving your focus doesn't have to be complicated? It doesn't require expensive tools or hours of practice. Sometimes the simplest tricks can make the biggest difference. The trick I want to share with you today is single tasking. That's right, doing just one thing at a time. It sounds almost too simple, but in a world where multitasking is often seen as a badge of honor, single tasking can be revolutionary. Now, why does single tasking work? Well, when you single task, you give your brain the space it needs to fully engage in the task at hand. You eliminate the clutter and noise that comes from jumping back and forth between multiple activities. Research conducted by Dr. Earl Miller, a neuroscientist at MIT, shows that when we multitask, our brains are forced to switch contexts, which depletes cognitive resources and leads to mistakes. In contrast, one task allows your brain to process information more deeply, leading to better understanding and retention. Moreover, single tasking taps into a psychological phenomenon known as flow, and that's a state of intense focus where everything else fades away. Now, Dr. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, the psychologist who coined the term flow state, discovered that when people are in this state, they are not only more productive, but also more creative and fulfilled. It's during these periods of uninterrupted focus where we often produce our best work. So, how do we start single tasking? Well, begin by choosing one task you want to focus on. It could be as simple as writing an email or as complex as planning a project. Then, set a timer for a specific amount of time, say 25 or 30 minutes, and commit to doing only that task during that period. No checking your phone, no switching tabs, just pure focus. And this method, often referred to as the Pomodoro technique, has been shown to increase productivity by breaking work into manageable, focused intervals with short breaks in between to recharge. Now, over time, your ability to concentrate will grow stronger. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and change, means that by training your mind to single task, you're actually rewiring your brain to be more focused and less susceptible to distractions. Studies have found that people who regularly practice mindfulness and focus-oriented activities, like single tasking, have a greater density of gray matter in regions of the brain associated with attention and self-control. So, we often believe that being busy is the same as being productive, but that's not true. Real productivity comes from clarity, focus, and giving your best to each task you take on. Next time you feel overwhelmed, try this simple trick. Choose one thing, set your timer, and watch how your focus transforms. Remember, success doesn't come from doing everything at once. It comes from doing the right things, one at a time, with all of your attention. So I challenge you today, pick up one task, focus on it completely, and see the results for yourself. Science tells us that our brains are not wired to handle constant distractions. By embracing single tasking, you're giving yourself the gift of clarity, efficiency, and ultimately, peace of mind. Sometimes the biggest changes come from the smallest shifts, and this simple shift in how you approach your day could be the key to unlocking your potential and achieving more than you ever thought possible. So, take a deep breath, focus on one task, and let the power of your undivided attention guide you to success. If anybody's got this, friends, you do. Give single tasking a try. I think you're going to love it. And you know what I'm going to love? Seeing you tomorrow. I'll be back with more great stuff. I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you then. Take care.